Of course, this is your host with the most. This is the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, inviting you into Wind Down Wednesday, therapy with a sip, grown folks conversation. So come on in, and we're gonna share. When you guys come in, please do this for you, for me, and for us. Hit that share button. All right. So I'm coming in a little early to hit that share button so we can go ahead and build our audience so that we can get into this deep conversation. It's going to be powerful tonight. Deep conversation. So hit that share button. It's Wednesday. Hump day. Yes, indeed. Hump day, baby. So I'm going to do a little sharing because what? Sharing is caring, right? Okay. And I have the ambience playing for you guys in the background. So please enjoy. Okay. Come on in, fam. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. That's for you, for me, and for us. Let's get ready to get it on. Yes, indeed. Yes, Wind Down Wednesday. Yes, indeed. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation. Hanging with your host, with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Yeah, just doing a little sharing. Let's see what we got going on YouTube. Yes, indeed. Greetings, greetings, Queen Octavia is in the house. Greetings, Queen. The Prince of Peace is in the house. So please, when you come in, hey, Alfie, when you please come in, please hit that share button. Okay. So, FYI, tonight's podcast is being sponsored by the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker, baby. Also sponsored the wine tonight was the Master Teacher, and also T Swin. Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. So, as you guys come in, please do this for you, for me, and for us. Hit that share button. Okay? We're going to have a very powerful topic tonight. I'm going to introduce you guys to a term. Some of you all probably are going to know this, but then others may be brought up to speed. How about that? Okay? All right. Thank you all on YouTube. YouTube fam is representing right now. Tonight's topic is going to be, I'm going to put it out here on YouTube right now so they will know. Okay, YouTube, there you go. Feast on that, fam. Yeah, and if you're first time in the room, please do this for you, for me, and for us. YouTube family, please like and subscribe, okay? Please subscribe to the channel so we can get our numbers up. Help us get our numbers up, okay, fam? Please, 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 if you're in the room, please like and subscribe. But we're going to have an awesome topic. We're going to pour up a wine here in a little bit. I'm just doing a little sharing. Please share with me, okay, fam? Because what? Sharing is right. Caring. Isn't that something? Okay. Hit that share button. But I want to deal with something that's very powerful. Those of you that are in the room and know what the topic is, it's going to be dealing with the Akashic Records and what they hold. If you've never heard of that particular term, I'm going to put a definition out here for you shortly after I'm done sharing here. Let me share a little bit. Okay? All right. We'll do a little sharing because sharing is caring, right? Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're coming into the room. Okay. Let's come into the room. So let me put, I'm going to, it won't show you the live video again. Queen Octavia, you want to run over to, go over to the YouTube page there. Yes, indeed. The Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker just entered the room. I'm going to put this definition out here for you guys so that you can look over it, and then you all can repost that, please. I see the Prince of Peace out here. Thank you all for tuning in. YouTube family, I'm going to put this definition out here for you all for the Akashic Records. So give me a little time, family. As we're building, we're still coming in. So, okay, thank you, Queen Octavia. You can hear it on YouTube. Great. Awesome. Let me put this definition out here for you guys on YouTube. Okay. Please bear with me, okay, fam? As I'm getting this out here for you guys, okay? Okay. As I stated, some of you all may be familiar with this term and others may not, but I think you're going to enjoy demonstrating with us with this particular term, okay? Akashic, okay? Wind Down Wednesday, therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. I am your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Okay, all right. We're gonna get at it here in just one moment. Let me do just a little bit more sharing, family, and we'll get at it, okay? Got a couple more shares here. Shout out to DJ Boogie, world renowned DJ in the ATL by way of Chicago, by way of Springfield, Illinois. DJ Boogie. Shout out to BMFF, Black Moses Freedom Festival. That's going to be Queen Basu out of the ATL. She's going to be holding an amazing event in June of this year down in the lowlands. Yes, indeed. Black Moses Freedom Festival. Queen Basu out of the ATL. Okay, let me put this def out here for you all. That the definition is there, so you guys can please repost that. Okay. Yes, greetings, 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 Queen Basu. Black Moses Freedom Festival. Yes, indeed. Make sure you put your information. Let them know when it's going to take place so that we can get others to invest in that. Thank you so much, y'all. That's Queen Basu. She's on the timeline. The girl is off the chain. Also, she teaches yoga. If any of you all are into yoga, please look her up. The girl is bad. She's off the chain. Also, shout out to one of our other constituents in Conrad, Dr. Clea, who has a book out, and we'll do all of that later. Also, shout out to J Love. I'll be with J Love this Friday on her podcast. It's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Friday. We're going to be with her. Okay? So I look for you all to have your face in the place. Mm-hmm. Okay? All right. Hopefully she'll come in the room and drop her information on the timeline. Right? Okay. So a couple of more, give me just a couple of more shares here. And you guys share too. It letting me know if you're sharing or not, by the way. Uh, hit that share button. Yes, indeed. You know, we have that slow crowd. They'll come up in here in a minute. How was you guys' day today? You guys have an amazing day today? How was your day today? My day was, of course, a day of meditation. Everything slowed down, and plus it was raining today too. Oh man, that was nice. The rain was beautiful. It allows you to get into that state of catharsis where you can feel the way you need to feel, right? Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Let's get ready to pour up our wine. Okay, I have my wine glass here. Yes, donated to Wine Down Wednesday by none other than Queen Octavia. Gratitude, Queen Octavia. We extend our gratitude. I see you, Dr. 20 Hertz. Gratitude. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. We're gonna. Oh, let me introduce the wine first. I'm about to pour it up. Look, since it's I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but since it's Valentine's Day, I picked up or Valentine's weekend, I picked up our favorite Snoop Dogg, baby. Yes, indeed. It's a rose. So, generally our queens receive roses on Valentine's. Hint, hint, hint. Okay, so it's a rose wine. And we featured this before. It is a really smooth, good wine. Whoever did that for him, they did a good job. And I'm pouring up a bill. Oh, yeah. Because that's all they ever give us in the restaurant, right? They give us a bill. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with the Akashic, and I put the definition out there for you. Please feel free to copy that and post it again so that those that may be unfamiliar with this particular term um, will be introduced to it and see how powerful it is and watch the information, okay? So here it is. Salute. May you live forever, and shall I never die. Salute. Mm. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Again, I'll be with J Love Friday at 8:30 p.m. Facebook Live. Turning the moment into a movement. Okay? Now, also, salute to our sippers. Y'all know what this is. 1738, baby. Yes, indeed. Capone. Salute. All right. Let me put the YouTube just in case anyone else can't um, um, access the podcast. Here's the YouTube page. Okay. Okay. This is going to be the YouTube page. Get this out there for you guys. Okay. There it is. That's going to be the YouTube page at the 16382. That's the YouTube page. Okay. All right. Also note that Queen Octavia, you are a mod on YouTube, so you can remove, block, or whatever, as well as JP. He's out there, the Prince of Peace. He's a mod also. Hey, there go Tracy Love. Love in the house, y'all. It's supposed to be love all this weekend, right? So love is in the house. All right, listen. So we're gonna get into this. Let me put some other information out here real quick. So when you're dealing with the Akashic Records, right? Most people are unfamiliar with this, and this is very important because I deal with a lot of religious people, a lot of church people, and I'm not trying to knock anyone, but as much as they believe that they are awake, they are asleep, and for educational purposes only. The Akashic Records are believed to be ethereal, universal database that contains all knowledge, past, present, and future of every soul. When you get into the ethereal realm, that's the realm of things that are real, that are so pristine and sensitive that it isn't good for this realm. So it is stored in another realm. Okay? So, but what it's holding is the past life revelations, the creative breakthroughs, the future glimpses of all things. So most people don't know about the Akashic Records because any information outside of our religious tenets tend to be referred to as that's of the devil. That's not real. That's not true. It is the devil. It's wind down Wednesday, baby. It's grown folk conversation. It's grown folk conversation. And it's therapy with a sip. Low key therapy with a sip, right? Grown folk conversation. So, we're not here to badger, beat up on anyone, deride anyone, backstab anyone, but we're here to drop some information that makes you think, okay? It's going to actually make you think, okay? Stick with me. Stick with me. Don't run off from me. Stick with me, okay? All right. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Love, for that. Fubu, baby. Forest bias. Correct. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Queen Octavia on YouTube. Wind Down Wednesday, baby. But yeah, when you get into the Akashic, most people are unaware of it having any kind of existence. But what it is, hey, Rosalind, I think Rosalind is in the room. Rosalind, are you in the room? If you are, please put your information on the timeline. There you are. Hey, Queen, how are you? Queen Rosalind Severin McLean is in the house, you all. A great author. Yes, indeed. Queen Basu, if you're still in the room, please put the information for the Black Moses Freedom Festival on the timeline, please. And I hope J Love comes in too so she can drop her information on the timeline. We're going to be with her Friday. We're going to have an amazing time. Okay. Now, so when you get to talking about the Akashic Records, what that's talking about is all of your information that's stored in a certain realm. Not realm, but realm. Let me put this out there because there's a difference. People talking about, oh, in the realm. It ain't no realm. It's a realm. Realm. There it is. And I'll put it out here on YouTube as well. It's a realm. It's a locality, right? It's a locality, realm. It's a place that exists outside of this place. It's a realm, okay? And in this particular realm, thank you, Queen Basu, for dropping that on the timeline. You guys can see that. She put a website for you guys. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you also, Rosalind. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you all for participating because without us, we can't help us. We can't build us. This is about us, building us, okay? As Queen Love, Tracy Love put out there, FUBU, by us, for us, by us, right? Yeah, yes, Queen Octavia, yes, kind of like cloud based storage, which is where they got that idea from. Incidentally, you tap right into that. Man, you are amazing. You are an amazing brain. You be on top of it. Thank you for always participating, Queen Octavia. Uh, yeah, it's like storing information in the cloud, right? Y'all know iCloud, how they've come up with the cloud. Even Samsung, all of them has followed that same principle, putting this information in the cloud where it's stored. But here's the thing. The thing is that this information is your past, present, and future. Okay? There's information that's stored in a certain place, which is why people have the ability to tell you certain things about yourself. What they've done is they've tapped into a realm where your information is stored. Hey, TD, that's 217, baby. Please remember when you come in the room, let us know where you're hailing from, okay? So that we can make these connections, so we can use this energy. Thank you, TD, for coming in. That's 217, baby. We got New York in the house. We got ATL in the house. The Windy City in the house. We got, we from some everywhere, okay? So now, to point. Now, when you start looking at this information, and people can tell you something about yourself, what they've tapped into is your Akashic Records. There's information that's stored concerning you. And most people don't know that. And again, I was talking about the church earlier. The church um, has been dumbed down in terms of being able to research for information, right? But the last time I checked, the sacred text says, study to show thyself approved. Workman need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So when you look at that in the Greek, what it is actually really telling you to do is go beyond what is in front of you and research so that you can have the greatest level of information, so you can be informed properly, so that you can make the greatest choices and decisions that are based upon what's most accurate. Okay? So we've gotten away from that. I know y'all gonna talk to me. Yes, Hamlet, North Carolina is in the house. Thank you, Alfie. Interesting thing, interesting point. Alfine is a friend of Octavia and myself that we met on a cruise, and she's been with us ever since. Thank you, Alfine. We love you. Thank you. Thank you for being here and supporting us. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for supporting Wind Down Wednesday. So here's what I want you guys to do. Real quickly, for you, for me, and for us, hit that share button. Just share real quick. I'm going to hit the share button myself real quick. Okay? All right. Okay? So when we are talking about that, when we're talking about, okay, Queen Octavia says, if it's not here for us, how and why would we go and attempt to access this information? One of the reasons why you would access that information is because basically you want to know what's in front of you. Most people in the church call it prophecy. They call it being prophetic. When you're prophetic, it simply means that you're tapping into someone's information and giving it to them because they lack the ability to see into what it is that's concerning them. Now, not all people have this problem, but most people have this problem. So when someone can prophesy to them or read them, they're like, oh, wow, how did you know that? where this information is really actually stored in a place. And sorry to say, listen to me and you hear me and you hear me well. Sorry to say that there are burglars. There are those that burglarize the realm of the spirit or the realm of the Akashic and get your information and then peddle that to you. They charge you for it. They want you to pay for it, right? You got to give X amount of dollars for them to give you your own information. Isn't that something? So when you think about that, you have to realize that when we're on point, what we want is to teach you how to do what it is that you need to do to get what it is that you need to get. Am I making sense to you? If we're on the same page and I'm making sense to you, do this for me and for you and for us. Put a one on the timeline. If we're on the same page. If not, put a two and let me know so we can get you on task. Okay? All right. So with that, let's take a, I know we're getting deep. Let's take a sip. Wind Down Wednesday. Rose by none other than Snoop Dogg, baby. Shout out. Into my sippers. Salute. All right, so we're all on the same page. Great. Okay, so there is no great mystery. Because when you go into the church, what the church leads you to believe that this is a great phenomenon. Someone has just told you thus and thus, thus and thus. And you're trying to figure out, well, how did you know that? Well, because you peeked at some records that are stored in a certain place. Are you listening to me? You peeked in there. And it may not have been your assignment to do so. So you burglarized. Yes, there are certain people that have authority to tap into your Akashic record and read it to you at some level so that you can be aware. And they have the ability to tap into your past. Okay? And then there's a term that we use for that as well. This is Wind Down Wednesday. I'm not trying to spin you, but I'm trying to give you some information. There's a term that we use called palingenesia. Palingenesia means to be able to go back into the past and fix what is going on in the present so that when you get back, it's rearranged and in a different position, and so that you can work with it. The term is called palingenesia. And hopefully I can get the master teacher probably to put that out there for you guys. Palingenesia. So it means that you can go back in your past and fix things and then come back. Because the root word in there is called palin, P-A-L-I-N, palin, which means to oscillate. It means oscillatory, meaning to oscillate in the past and come back into the present or into the future. So that means that you have the ability to tap into your past, fix something, and come back, right? And it's positioned correctly according to its intended purpose, okay? So people don't believe that you can do that. That's what healing entails. So when you go into the church and you feel the presence of the Most High and the energy comes over you and it says that you got healed, I'm healed. Well, what happened? What happened was that whatever happened to you in the past, it took you back to that, fixed that, and brought you back into the future where it had been what? Repositioned, rearranged, so that it has no power over you. There is, listen, when we really get into really studying and researching, we'll get into what the truth really entails. That is not some great phenomenon. This is normal behavior with us. Thank you, Master Teacher, for putting that out there. Palagenesia. If you all look under that, the teacher will appear. He put that term out there for you guys. Let me put it out here on YouTube. Gratitude, Master Teacher. Palagenesia. And Palagenesia has a number of words in there because one of the words in there, one of the words that it attends to is Genesis. People call it Genesis, but that's incorrect enunciation. You all know, like the book of Genesis. This is the book of Genesis, words record. That's actually how the term is supposed to be enunciated. Hey, priestess Lavelle, but that's how the term's supposed to be enunciated, right? Genesis. So, but Genesis, what they did was they tried to translate it from the Hebrew word. The Hebrew word is, listen to this, Bereshith. Bereshith. And hopefully Master Teacher put that out there for you guys. It's called Bereshith. And if you'll notice, it's very gutterish. And the reason why it's gutterish is, please hear me and you'll hear me well. Because what happens is that our vocals, our vocal cords, they vibrate and go up and vibrate our brain and stimulate our pineal gland, which is our God module, and it puts us in connection with the universe. And we come back to our God precepts and concepts of things. I know it's a look. I know, but it's okay. We'll walk through this together. Thank you. Master Teacher put it out there for you guys. When the teacher will appear, I'm going to put it out here for you guys on YouTube, okay? Let me get my spelling right for you. Bereshith. Now, what that does is it causes a vibration which connects us to the universe. And what we've lost is our connectivity to the universe. And what we're doing is we're listening to people that don't have an iota of what they're talking about. This is why it's very important, family, listen to me. It is very important to note that you need to be in tune first with yourself so that when you encounter someone and they begin to speak to you, you can align yourself with them because you're on the same frequency or the same vibration. And they're going to deliver to you what you need without connecting to you or creating an attachment to you so that it appears that they are trying to manipulate you and control you and take what you have. This is what you have. This is what is being peddled to us through religion, through the church, through various conscious people out here in the community. This is why it's very important to first align yourself with self. Okay? Yes, TD says you can go back 10 years thinking you're fixing one thing in your past that may cause a even worse or bad thing to occur. later that you did not see coming. You may just live that one you thought were fixing alone. Let me read this again. TD, let me read this again. You can go back 10 years thinking you're fixing some one thing in your past that may cause an even worse or bad thing to occur later that you did not see coming. You may just live that one you thought were fixing alone. You may leave that one that you thought you were fixing alone. Yeah, in some cases, yeah, but in other cases, no. Because all things are interrelated and connected, right? So if you're fixing it, it should, in all essence, straighten everything out or align things properly. So if it doesn't align properly, that means that you didn't properly fix it, right? Okay. Live was supposed to say leave, leave, right? Leave it alone. I kind of start figuring it out there. Thank you for sharing, TD. But yeah, I would much rather take a chance on fixing it than not, right? Because everything is interrelated. Is that right? Everything is interrelated, and because it is interrelated, that means that, excuse me, if I properly fix it and approach it, then it should align other things properly and appropriately, right? Right. Okay. Rosalind Severin McLean said, stop trying to fix things in the past. Cannot happen. Learn from those things to better yourself. Now, okay, Queen. Now, being that you said that, what you're actually saying is that you still got to fix it. Let me read your statement again because this is very important. Because some of us don't have some information, we're missing some information. Stop trying to fix things in the past. Cannot happen. Learn from those things to better yourself. Now, learning from those things to better ourselves is to fix them. You're actually really fixing them if you're learning from them. That means that you had to revisit them. And upon revisiting them, you figured out how to finagle this. Okay, well, I know not to do that again. Let me put this over here. Let me do that. And then when you get back to your present state, then that has no effect upon you. See, you're saying the same thing that I'm saying. You see, yeah, 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 TD, we're talking really right. Yeah, yes, fix it properly. Yes, Priestess Lavelle. Yeah, because if you to learn from your past, it simply means you palagenesia. Palagenesia, again, this is a Greek word. Sometimes we don't have information to fill in blanks. We just go off of what we have experienced, but there is other information to help us to fill in the blanks. Are you listening to me? So the word palagenesia, to know that that is a Greek word that gives you the power and the ability to go in your past and have power to be able to restructure, rearrange, so that when you come to your presence, it's fixed. Oh, come on, talk to me. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby, grown folk conversation. I know we got to take a sip after that one, right? Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, You can also fix by not doing it again. But again, if you're not 217 Ronald Jackson in the house, I see you came. TD, listen, you're still saying the same thing. Listen, you said you can also fix by not doing it again. But if not doing again simply means that you had to revisit it to recognize that you shouldn't do it again. Now, if not doing it again, what that does is take it out of play so that it doesn't affect your present. Oh, come on, talk to me. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Grown folk conversation. We conversing. We ain't arguing, having a kerfuffle or nothing. We're just conversing, right? Because this is low-key therapy. We need information to get us to where we're trying to go. And we started this off, right, with the Akashic Records, right? I see ATL. Queen Rosalind says different interpretation, absolutely. Okay. The mistake most is they try to fix to change. They to fix to change. Done already. Try not to repeat. Yeah, you're saying the same thing, Rosalind, that TD is saying. But however, what you are saying is you still have to revisit it. You have to examine it, look at it, and position yourself in the future so that you don't do it again. Why? Because you went back and you assessed the situation and realized that, okay, this is what I need to do. Boom, 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 boom. See, we're all on the same, but we're still talking about the same thing, right? You all are expressing it a different way, but what I'm trying to give you is more information, give you some information that you don't have. Research and study the word palingenesia. And what it will do is it's going to open you up to more information. Here's what we do. We lock down. We will lock down and will not receive any other information because what we think is our precept is correct. It may be correct, but it may be lacking in completion because it needs more information. And that's okay. That's not a problem. This is why we establish relationships. Why? So that we can share what? Information. What does information do? Information brings about what? Transformation. When you look at information, let's look at the word information. In there is a root word called inform, right? But if we use word reversal, what happens? It turns into form in. So when you're getting knowledge, it is forming something on the inside of you. That's what information is for, to form on the inside. So, which is why we need to establish relationships to share information. This is what we're doing with this podcast. We're doing what? Sharing what? Information. So what it would do? Bring about a transformation, right? Again, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that you can add to your information and develop it even more, right? And be more successful in your future. Okay? All right? Yes, indeed. Turn up, fam. Open the mental doors. JP says, turn up, fam. Open the mental doors and let's heal and grow. I agree. Information brings about transformation. Thank you, JP. Family, this is where we take this break right here. And this is where I ask you all to be a help to my ability to be a content creator. I want to ask you all to donate. If you can, I'm speaking to you. And if you cannot, I am not speaking to you, right? But donate because I need your help. Why do you say that? Because Most people are under the impression that I have a boatload of money, which I don't. So there's always people in my DM asking for financial help, right? And we've had to turn people away because there are no finances here. Okay? We live by what you guys donate. Okay? This is how I move about because of you all. And the reason why I do that is because it keeps me honest. It keeps me thirsty for knowledge to be able to give you guys something, right? So I'm asking you to donate, okay? They're going to put the information out there for you, okay? All right, Cash App, my PayPal, they're going to put that out there for you, okay? Queen Octavia says, I think it's important to stress that this requires some great understanding and knowledge of what the hell you're doing. Yes, of course it does, which is why, again, Queen Octavia, you know as well, that I'm about to release a book sometime this year. Um, Dealing with these things on this level, with dealing with people that don't know what they're doing and they're trying to give you knowledge, right? But I'm dealing with this in this book. It's called When You Get Struck, okay? And it's going to be very powerful. I think that you're going to really, because it's solution driven, okay? It's going to be giving you solutions. It's going to be telling you about different kinds of behavior, what to look out for, who to connect to, different types of things of that nature. It's solution driven, and I promise you're going to get your bang for your buck. I promise you that. Okay. All right. Okay. JP says yes. This is the missing information that is needed so that we can properly align with self. Yes, indeed, JP. And this is coming from YouTube family. Queen Octavia says this seems to be a cheat code so you can have bad behavior, etc., and just go back and fix it. No, Queen Octavia doesn't work like that. It's not a cheat code where you get to cheat. No, because the universe knows when you are sincere and properly trying to align yourself. It will not reveal that information if it perceives that that's what you're doing. Okay? All right? Okay. All right. So, Queen Octavia said kind of like filing bankruptcy. Okay? Also, she says, if you change one thing, doesn't that change everything in the scheme of things? What it does is it aligns things, Queen. When you change one thing, the reason why you are changing it is to realign. You want to realign. And if you donate, please put it on timeline so we can shout you out, okay? So you realign. So when you realign, it's going to cause everything else to come to order, which is what the master teacher was teaching us this Saturday in the truth session. And for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to join us in the truth session, listen, you really want to get to the truth session. He's given free game, family. He's dealing with the quantum principles and theories and possibilities and potentiality and all of those things. But he was demonstrating with us about that, okay? So how you can align things quantumly. See, and again, let me say this, and I want to be clear, that there is information that we're missing that will not allow us to get to that place of alignment. But once we get that particle of information, it aligns us, okay? In our common thinking, because that's how we've been taught, we'll be like, okay, if I do that, it's going to mess everything up. No, it isn't. It's going to align it because you put in the right particle the right proton, neutron, you put it in. Electron, you put them in their proper position so that they can produce what it is that they're designed to produce, so that it brings forth that which is categorically structured to do what it's designed to do. Right? Let's talk about this. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. We need to sit behind that one, right? Queen, I tell you, I see you on full tonight. Okay. All right. Y'all gonna get me through a whole bell tonight. Salute. 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 All right, fam. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. I gotta pull me up another bell. Woo! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, I gotta hit my sippers too. Queen, I tell you, I stay on food. No doubt. To my sippers. Salute. All right. Let me see if we got any donations. Okay, so far no donations. Thank you. All right. Okay, so let's thank you, Alvin. So let's move into this. We're on the B side of this. We're about to clean it up and end it up and get out of here. Okay, Queen Octavia says, if you're making honest mistakes, how would you know what to go back and fix? That's a great question. If you're making honest mistakes, when you are making honest mistakes, there's a different kind of energy that's involved with that. And because it's an honest mistake, because of the energy that's involved with that, it's going to bring you into a space and place where ultimately you're going to stop making those honest mistakes. Because the energy that's there is going to provide an out for you to come out of that kind of action. Where that action keep breeding the same behavior. Right? So that energy is going to begin to stir that kind of behavior and say, hey, here comes that same behavior. You have to avoid this behavior. You have to avoid this behavior. Your energy is going to automatically begin to do it because it knows that honestly, this isn't what you are involving yourself in. Okay? There may be some manipulation that's going on that continues to put you in this position. Or there may be some trickery and deceit. Or there may be some prevarication that's putting you in this position. It may be a number of things that are going on to put you there. But what's going to happen, because the key word here is honest. Honest is positive energy. So it's going to bring you to a place of honesty, right? So if that place of honesty is there, it's going to bring you to clean, renewable energy where you're renewing so that you can have the proper and appropriate behavior. And hopefully that answered something that you were saying, Queen Octavia. Okay, Queen Octavia says, how can this information be burglarized if it has the ability to see your intentions? How can it be burglarized? Because fortunately and unfortunately, I guess, there are people that have spiritual insight. They can, what one term that we use is called remote viewing. Uh, let me put that out there. It's called remote viewing. I don't know if you've ever heard of that term, but it's called remote viewing. Remote viewing. It's called remote viewing. I put the term out there for you guys. You might want to look that up and study it because it's a real term, remote viewing. And also, there's another term that I'm dealing with. It's in my book. It's the opposite of X-ray vision. You know what that is, Prince of Peace? You remember what it is? Master Teacher, you remember what it is? It's the opposite of X-ray viewing. You all know X-ray. When we look at, yes, thank you, Queen Octavia. Queen Octavia, boy, y'all, she be on it. And on me too. But anyway, when you look at X-ray vision doesn't allow you to see completely through a thing. It only allows you to look at a thing that you are viewing, right? X-ray vision. So you can look into it and see, the bone structure, different types of things like that. That's X-ray vision, okay? But then there is a greater vision that we call, as Queen Octavia put out here on YouTube. Oh, y'all getting some free game tonight. This stuff is in my book. It's called Penetrating Vision. Now, penetrating vision is different than X-ray vision. You hear me well. It's different than X-ray vision. Remember, I shared with you, X-ray only allows you to see into a thing and you can see what it is. But penetrating vision allows you to see completely through a thing. And you can see everything around it. You can see the posterior and the exterior with penetrating vision. Okay? That's an actual vision that those of us that are skilled and have honed our skill have the ability to do. Okay? This is real. So you're going to really want to pick my book up because I really have some really powerful information in there for you. Okay? All right. So yeah, so penetrating and X-ray vision and remote viewing. So to answer your question, Queen Octavia, there are those that have these gifts. And what tends to happen is that you can have someone that prematurely activate their gift and they run amok with it. They start doing things with it that they probably shouldn't do with it because they haven't been properly trained. And this is why it's important. Listen, family, don't y'all listen to nobody that's telling you all, listen, you don't have to listen to nobody, do this on your own, and da-da-da-da-da-da. They're tricking you. They're deceiving you. They're trying to get you messed up. But listen, if your gift has been prematurely or your serendipity up on it, seek some guidance, seek some help, right? So that you can develop properly. You don't want to just be out here practicing on people. Most people out here, they practicing on you guys, and you all don't even recognize it or realize the fact that you are being practiced on. They're really not qualified to do what they're actually doing. Okay? This is why I'm very careful. Listen, basically, mostly what I deal with are referrals. Someone is referred to me because most people don't want to really be trained, don't want to be taught. All they want to do is do what they want to do. And then what they say is, oh, you're trying to control me. Control you? No, what I'm trying to do is stop you from corrupting yourself first and then corrupting someone else. These things happen, family. I've been out here doing this for over 30 years. So I know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Okay? All right? Okay, let's toast, and then I get back to the timeline. Let's toast. Here we go. Woo, woo. That rose. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Shout out to the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, baby, who put forth the wine, donated the wine tonight. And also you can catch him this Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Facebook as well as YouTube, right? And the Truth Session. Salute. Also, shout out to BMFF, Black Moses Freedom Festival with Queen Basu. She put the website on the timeline for you guys. This June down in Beaufort, South Carolina will be in that flat land. You know what I mean? It's going to be hot down there. Got to be more careful. Shout out also to J Love, right? We'll be with her Friday at 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. We're going to be on Facebook, and I'll be sharing so you guys can come in on that, and so that we can support her platform, because she comes in and support our platform, okay? Turning the moment into a movement, J Love, okay? Again, shout out to T Swin, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Let me break here, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. I'm going to open up read a couple of more of you guys' comments. T Swin, baby. Love is for Suckers. If you hadn't had an opportunity to get his book yet, hey, you might want to pick that up, right? Love is for Suckers. Also, he has a podcast, Men Can Always Be Wrong, and also a podcast, Storytime with T. And then this is Rosalind. She's on the timeline if she's still here. She put her information out there. Rosalind Severn McLean. This is the second, but she has 3 of these. And she sent me a children's book, but it hasn't arrived yet. We don't know what's going on with it, but I wanted to be able to put that out for you guys tonight. It still hasn't made here. But Rosalind, we'll shout you out. I told y'all, if y'all get y'all paraphernalia to me, I'll shout you out. Dr. Clear, right? The Amazing You, journaling. Shout out, ATL, baby. And then this is my boy, Fahid Muhammad, out of Chicago. This is Boog's younger brother, talking about finances. Shout out to Fahid Muhammad. All right. So, here we go. Thank you, JP, said dropping them gems. Queen Octavia says, I'm familiar with the term on the technical software standpoint, but not in this one. Okay. Okay. Queen Octavia says, how would a layperson differentiate who is real versus or fake? Okay. Great, great question. There's something that, since I've been on my journey, Queen Octavia, um, that the universe is intelligent. It knows exactly how to cause divine incidents to happen. My staff, all the people that you see around me, divine incidents happen. Where the Most High use different methods to cause us to conjoin, to cause us to meet and come together and become one. And this is what we have to understand about something about the universe. The universe is not ignorant, stupid, or dumb. The universe is intelligent. So when the universe begins to deal with you, it's going to deal with you on an intelligent level. It's not going to deal with trickery and deceit to try to cause you to engage someone that is inadequate, that isn't properly trained, taught themselves. The universe will not do that. Okay? There's always going to be red flags or indicators that says that no, this is not the person. This is not the one. Okay? So yeah, I hear you. That was a good question. Yes. Excuse me. My battery is about to go out here. Give me just a second, family. Okay. Well, I guess not. Hold on. There we go. Well, okay. Well, maybe that'll stay. Okay. So, but yes, Queen Octavia, to answer your question, the universe is intelligent. Okay. Queen Octavia says, who is training and guiding these gifts? It's based upon what your belief system is and who you're dealing with. You, for example, you may have spiritual guides, sages, gurus, um, uh, prophets, seers. You may have a number of different um, teachers, or I call them lifelong learned teachers, and they have been practicing all of their lives with what they have going on. Okay, so it depends upon if you're Indian. You know, you might seek a sage, right? You're not going to the church to try to seek out a pastor. Okay, so it depends upon where you at and what your belief system is will determine who the universe will connect you with. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Queen Octavia says, off topic. If I have a possible discussion, how would I be able to bring it to the table? Do you take suggestions? Yes, I do. You can DM me. Yes, I do. Thank you for asking, Queen Octavia. Divine incidents versus divine intervention. What is the difference? Divine incidents are when you encounter someone that you didn't intend to encounter. You didn't have an iota that you were going to encounter them, but your paths crossed, and it created a spark. It created a vacuum that opened up for both of you all, and that you all could come together and agree when you're getting to, when you're talking about, and that's layered. I'm just being real simplistic right now. But yeah, a divine incident. Now, divine intervention is when, for example, there is something that's happening that's beyond your power structure, and someone comes in and deliver you from that particular situation. That's divine intervention. Okay, where someone can come in and deliver you from whatever you may be experiencing. Okay. Yeah. Yes. I see you, JP. Yeah, a light, it shines bright. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let me check the timeline here and on Facebook, and then we can get ready to get out of here, guys. TD says, I know that people who give good to the universe, good comes back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Queen Tracy Love says, deep conversation for deep people. Hey, y'all deep people? I wouldn't be in here if y'all wasn't deep. TD says, you can help train someone with their x-ray viewing. How much an hour? DM me. I'll let you know. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Let's take this. Let me check to see if we have any donations. Let's see. Thank you, Queen Octavia, for your donation. Thank you, Prince of Peace, for your donation. Thank you, Master Teacher, for your donation. All right, so excuse me. Okay, so let's get this last. Who want to give the who want to give the toast? Hit the timeline real quick with a toast, somebody. Still waiting, and we can get up out of here, fam. We've had an amazing time. Is that your toast, Queen Octavia? Are you toasting? Okay. Queen Octavia says, salute. Wind Down Wednesday. Another success with the sip. Here we go, y'all. I'm trying to take this one to the head, y'all. Y'all ready? Wind Down Wednesday with your host with the most. The one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, baby. Here we go. Oh, my. I took it to the head, fam. Yes, indeed. JP said, turn up, fam. All right, to my sippers, y'all. Hey, we ain't working with no whips and chain, baby. But you can whip your love on us. You can whip your love on me. Yes, indeed. But listen, fam, do your research. Find out what the Akashic Records are. And one of the things that listen, one of the things that we really do here, because now Wind Down Wednesday is a spinoff of the Truth Session that is on Saturdays with your host with the most, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby. This is a spinoff because what we're doing is low key giving you therapy by giving you information, a key little piece of information that you may be missing to really get you to where you're really trying to go, right? This is why we're here. We understand what our position is. We're not trying to position ourselves to take someone else's position. We understand what it is that we've been called to do. And so we're perfecting the portion that has been given unto us. Okay? And again, remember this. Those that are the greatest are those that do the most with the less. Okay? Now, all I ask is for you all to support us, family, because we really need your financial support. Not that we're begging, but one of the things that we make for certain is that when we give you some information, it is well researched. And what we're demonstrating with, others aren't because they haven't been given the specific assignment that we've been given. So when you find someone that is developing the assignment that has been given unto them, support them. Because guess what? They're going to support you back. But this is FUBU, for us, by us. For you, for me, and for us. I'm your host with the most. I'm the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Let me give us a hand clap. Real Queen Octavia says she stay turned up. Yes, indeed. Thank you all for tuning in on YouTube. And of course, thank you all for tuning in. Y'all know we gotta do this right here. Y'all know we gotta do this right here. Hold on. Y'all know we gotta do this. Let me do it one more time. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. It's your host with the most. It's the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. You definitely gonna catch you on the next go round, baby. Okay. We'll see you next Wednesday. But in the meantime, in the between time, come on in Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And hang out with the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby, where he's going to be giving up free game. I promise you all, listen, to get the information that he is giving you all, it'll cost you thousands of dollars. You think I'm playing? Okay, go in there and listen to what he's saying. You couldn't even buy it, you couldn't pay for it, but we're giving it to you all. So at least you can do what? Support. Okay? So listen, this has been another amazing session. I've enjoyed you guys. Thank you all for the support. Listen, I love you all with extended grateful gratitude. Hold what you got, muse over it, cogitate upon it, ponder on it, meditate upon it. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. Until next Wednesday, peace, love, prosperity, and in the words of Prince of Peace, JP, he says, excellent health. All right, family.